we'll start like a data type consists. Okay. So in data type, we know that data type means just here is our title, data type. So we know that data type means just a type of data that is using in program. So you know that in programmatical approach that we see that sometimes we require that like numerical data type, sometimes like string data type, sometimes like character data type. So there are two types of data type. First one is like primary data type. In primary data type, we will build different data types. Okay. So in primary data types, there is data types like first one I can say there is like integer data type. For integer, you know that for integer data type, I can say for integer we can use like numerical values, and range for that integer is like 32,768 to minus 32,767. Okay. This is the range for integer data type. And I can say example in this program. So like you can use like here is the header file for this one. You check that. First of all, it is like a header file. I can say in that header file, IOStream header file. IOStream header file, I can say IOStream is just input output stream. It is for IOStream file is header file is used for just inbuilt functions like printf, scanf, that functions. In C++, I can say cin and cout, that two functions, and also extra more functions. But in this program, we are going to use just only scanf, sorry, cin and cout functions. Okay. And just we are learning about data types. So first of all, I have taken that primary data type first type, and in that primary data type, I can say there is integer data type. First we have taken integer data type range is 32,768 to minus 32,767. At this particular range of numerical digit, we can use integer data type. So then after that, we can do that main function. Before main function, there is like namespace standard, which is used for that standard words which is used in program. Okay. Namespace standard, and guys, you know that we require semicolon after standard. If you didn't give semicolon, then it will be show error like syntactical error for that. So it is mandatory to give semicolon after that. Then after that, you know that this is the function block. Starting of function block, we can open through opening curly brackets. Then in that we are using like integer data type. So here is a keyword we have to use like integer. So first of all, that is full word integer, but we can use small int. So in that we use int for using that data type, and after that just like a is like I can say that is variable name which is I am giving, and you can declare variable like this only. And if you want to define the variable, then you have to give that variable value at the same time, at the particular time when you are declaring the variable. Like I can say this is like just double slash is used for comment. So for this we can use like this is only variable declaration, and after that you can also define the variable definition. So just I can say here is second variable I am taking. This is I am showing you like defining how to define the variable. So this is like b is a variable name, and defining means just giving this as value, and I am giving that. So you know that here I have declared the variable. So variable declaration is like just use variable name, and after that just you can use semicolon. Semicolon is the end of sentence. Okay. Then after that I am telling you that about variable definition. So at variable definition you will need to give specific value to variable, and that is also like we are seeing here data type like integer. So for that integer we have to given some particular range, like this much range is given. So just we have to use value between that. Like suppose if you are using more than that, like here I have given the 5 value. So this is I am giving name as variable definition. variable definition. Then after that, we are going to start from this side. Okay, then this is that was the variable definition. So, like suppose in your mind there will be one question like integer is providing like 32-bit 32,768 range. So if you take a number like 32,769 number, then what will be the value? So then I can say it is like somewhat particular like this loop. You are here is some value, here is some value. So we are going to start from zero, then after that one, then two. At last year is like somewhat 30,000 dash dash value, and at the point, at the end point, I can say here is the last value like 32,768, and after that it is like starting like minus 32. So for minus 32, if you are using limit is exceeding of that range, like here is a range 32,768, and if you are exceeding that limit like using extra value, so for that you require that here is like integer sign, so you have to use unsigned and that thing. But if you are using just only integer, then for that integer here value will be not display like 32,716, but value will be displayed zero, because after continuing the loop that zero value is coming. So for that zero value is coming. So just give me 1 minute. So after that we'll continue. So just this was so if you are taking you can also take that variable. Here we have just to declare the variable. Then after that we have defined the variable. But after declaring the variable, you can also take input from user. Like here is scene is like input function. For that input function we have taken here header file like IOStream input output stream. So here, and we can pass the variable that is a, which we only declare the variable, and definition variable that is value is already present here. So after that we require to give semicolon. Then after that you have to provide that cout statement for just displaying, for it is like output statement for display the result on display. So for that, like here I am giving sentence like number, or for outputting the value we require cout statement. For cout statement, like here we are presenting first of all value of the, so we have taken value from the user as using the cin statement. For cout statement we are giving like value of a is, and we have given colon, and just you require to pass the variable where if you have passed variable like a, then it will be show like value which is given by end user. And after that endl you can use endl is for just end of line. For that perspective it is used, and after that you know that semicolon. So after this execution of this program, that value of a, this will be like output. After that I will show you what will be output. And there is like second variable which is v, that I have defined there. So for the definition also, like there is no need to take input from user, as we have provided already value there in between. So like for that we can use like same statement we can use it here. So same statement we can use, and then after that you will be get value of that. So we can close the curly bracket as main functions, and after that here program is done. And after that we can say like output. So here I will be write output of this program. So output will be like value of a. So in cout statement, so we need to just display that output. So output will be like value of is, and a value will become like a. We have taken input from user. So first of all it will be take input from user, and after that it will present like if user given an input as 5, then output will be 5. Then after that second will become. value of b. So we have provided their value of b, that is also 5, that variable definition type. So that will be also coming at here, value will be low. So this was the integer data type. So we have here. Bye bye.